Sadness. It hurts, yet somehow it soothes.
What I'm going through is already enough. I don't need your empty words.
Sorry, I'm not here to annoy you. I'm here to ease your pain.
Yes, do you have a cure for my fading days? Something that can cut off that remaining sorrow? Months have passed while I've been at rock bottom. I don't know which path to take. Those days felt like a dream. Now I have nothing left.
Do you see any meaning in that? From the moment you feel you were defeated, and ever since, you've been trying again and again with no result.
What do you mean saying that?
You're trying to go back to your old self instead of building a better version. You're chasing an illusion of perfection you think you once had, and deep down, you know it's an obsession.
I didn't realize that. I've been fooled this whole time. How stupid of me.
Accept this sadness and start again with a realistic mind and a person who understands his limits.
I think I'm starting to understand what you mean all along. Welcome to my little empire. Have you been dealing with depression and searching for hope? Are you going through a hard time where always think it makes even eating difficult? Did you lose something that hurts you deeply and want to move on? Today we'll understand the difference between sadness and depression and how to deal with both. Don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. Depression is one of the most common psychological disorders in the world. Did you know that in the United States, psychology has become one of the top demand majors in the universities? This is largely caused by increasing struggles with depression caused by heartbreak, betrayals, and life pressures. Depression is not just a long period of sadness, it is an intense psychology experience. Symptoms of depression: constant sadness throughout the day, loss of interest in activities, hopeless and despair, lack of focus and sleep and eating disturbances, guilt and self-blame. Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim says if these symptoms persist for 2 consecutive weeks, you will diagnose it with depression. And having just one symptom doesn't mean depression. He also mentioned if these symptoms persist, you should see a therapist, and there is no shame in that. Mental illness is like physical illness, requires treatment. In our society, visiting therapists is often hidden due to stigma. We live under consistent pressure, emotional suppression, and stress, yet we ignore their mental health out of fear of judgment. This is why we see a rise of chronic illness like hypertension, diabetes, and strokes, while psychological care remain neglected. Sadness, on the other hand, is temporary. It occurs in response to specific situations. It is often accompanied with something called attentional bias. When you feel sad, your brain focuses on everything negative, amplifying the feeling. The same happens when you are happy. You notice more positive things. This bias is often mistaken for depression. For example, if you think about a relationship and you feel lonely, you suddenly notice couples everywhere. They didn't just appear. Your mind simply started focusing on them. Have you ever experienced something upsetting? Then you kept replying it, exaggerating it, until you felt like the whole world standing against you. Welcome. This is called pain amplification. It happens when your brain tries to protect you by exaggerating future risks, and most of which will never happen. For example, if you were scammed and lost your money, you feel anger and regret. Then your brain tells you no one can be trusted. You believe it and become overly cautious and paranoid. Remember, pain amplification is closely tied with attentional bias. The sadness is natural, and its solution is acceptance. You cannot understand happiness without sadness. You cannot understand safety without fear. You cannot understand good without evil. Even Prophet Muhammad experienced deep sadness. He lost his wife and uncle in the same year, known as the Year of Sorrow. He said, "The heart grieves and eyes shed tears, but we only say what pleases God." Meaning, we endure hardships with patience, knowing that is a good follow. Does sadness have a purpose? Sociology Joan Kasha shares her story. While pregnant and about to fulfill her dream of becoming a mother, she lost her child before birth. This led her to ask, what's the meaning of sadness? After research, she included, sadness helps you understand others' emotions and reshapes your view of life. It makes you rethink your priorities. It helps you search for meaning and build your psychological strength. And Dr. Muhammad Brahim adds, when we feel sad, we're forced to stop distractions. We step away from everything that kept us busy and finally face ourselves. To move forward, you must feel your emptiness inside you. There are two types of needs: physical, such as food, entertainment, and comfort; spiritual, such as prayer, connection with God, and awareness of afterlife. If you fulfill one and ignore the other, you feel imbalance, sadness, and emptiness. And if you balance both, you win both worlds and give yourself what truly needs. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and benefited from this episode. I look forward to see you again in another video with a new topic from this book. Peace to those who came and farewell to those who left.